In this video, we're going to be looking at WAEC past questions, Mathematics 2022. So the first question here is A, given that 7 minus 2s, 9, 5s plus 17 are consecutive terms of a geometric progression GP with common ratio R greater than 0, find the values of s. So here, obviously, since they say you find the values of s, it means that we're going to have two values for s. So let's quickly work that out. So here we know that for terms in series, the first term is given as T1. So that will be equal to this 7 minus 2x. T2 is equal to 9. And T3 is equal to 5x plus 17. That's the one we have here. So the common ratio R is equal to T2 divided by T1 or T3 divided by T2. So we can use any of this. So by putting all of this into this equation, we're going to obtain this. T2 is 9. 9 divided by T1, 7 minus 2x is equal to T2 as 5x plus 17 divided by 9. Then we cross multiply. On cross multiplying, we're going to have 9 times 9, that's 81, is equal to 5x plus 17 times 7 minus 2x. So we have 81 is equal to, so let's expand this. 5x times 7 is 35x plus 5x times minus 2. Okay, so that will be minus 10x. Then we have 17 times 7 is equal to plus 119. We have 17 times minus 2x. That will give us minus 34x. So we have to collect like terms. So we have 81 is equal to 35x minus 34x because they are like terms, minus 34x. And we have minus, okay, this should be 5x times 10, that's 10x squared minus 10x squared plus 119. So on evaluating this, we're going to have 81 plus 35 minus 34, that's x. Then we are left with minus 10x squared plus 119. Again, we can, since we have a quadratic equation with the highest power of x, we can move this minus sign down to this place. So we're going to have 10x squared. Then we move this we have minus x plus 81. We'll shift this way, minus 119 is equal to 0. So we have 10x squared minus x. 81 minus 119 is equal to minus 38. And that is equal to 0. So from here, we can actually factorize this. But I think the simplest way you can actually get to the values of s is to use the quadratic formula. And we know that the quadratic formula is giving us x equals minus b plus minus square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2. Here, our a is going to be equal to the coefficient of s squared, that's 10. And b is equal to the coefficient of x, that's minus 1. C is equal to the constant, minus 38. So let's just plug all of this into the equation. So plug these values into this equation. We have x equals minus 1, that's b, plus minus square root of b squared, that's minus 1 squared, minus 4 times a is 10, times c is minus 38, all over 2 times a is 10. So we can work this out and obtain the value of x as x is equal to minus 1 times minus times minus, that's 1 plus minus square root of minus 1 squared is 1, then minus times minus is plus, We have 4 times 10. That's 40 times 38. Divided by 2 times 10. That's 20. This implies that x is equal to 1 plus minus square root of 1 plus 40 times 38. That is 1520 all over 20. So x would be equal to 1 plus minus square root of 1520 plus 1. That is 1521 divided by 20. So x is equal to 1 square root of 1521 is equal to 39 divided by 20. So from here, x is equal to 1 plus 39 divided by 20, or x is equal to 1 minus 39 divided by 20. So x is equal to 1 plus 39 is 40 divided by 20, or x is equal to 1 minus 39, that's minus 38 divided by 20. So s is equal to, when you divide this, 2, or x is equal to, when you divide this through, minus 19 over 10, or you can also write this as minus 1.9. So these are the values of x. So 1b, two positive numbers are in the ratio 3 to 4. The sum of thrice the first number and twice the second number is 68. Find the smaller number. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use two methods to solve this. So we'll start with method 1. So the simple thing you have to do, since the two numbers are in ratio, so let's say the first number is x and the second number is y. So therefore s ratio y will be equal to 3 ratio 4. And when you're talking about ratio A ratio B, is the same as A divided by B. So therefore mean that x divided by y is equal to 3 all over 4. Then just cross multiply and make one of them the subject of 25 cross. I'm going to have 4x is equal to 3y. So from here I can make either y or s the subject form. So I'll make y the subject of the formula. Then y is equals to 4x all over 3. So that answers the first part. So we'll now go to the sum of thrice the first number. So since the first number is 3 and twice the second number, so the first number is s rather, so we have 3x plus twice the second number 2y is equal to 68. So from here, we're going to substitute this value for y here. So we have 3x plus 2 times 4x all over 3 is equal to 68. So this is going to be 3x plus 8x all over 3 is equal to 68. I'll just make this over 1. Then look for their LCM. So their LCM will be 3. So 3 divided by 1 is 3 times 3x, that's 9x, plus 3 divided by 3, 1 times 8s, that's 8s, equals 68. So from here, we add this together, that gives us 9x plus 8s is equal to 17x all over 3 equals 68. So 17x is going to be equal to 68 times 3. For me, I can just divide both sides by 17. So if I divide both sides by 17, this will cancel out this, and this gives us 4. So 4 times 3, x. So we can see that s is equal to 4 times 3. That is 12. So s is equal to 12. So from here, we can substitute the value of x into this to get the value of y. So y is equal to 4 times 12 divided by 3. 3 here 1, 3 here 4. So when we multiply that, that gives us 16. So from here, we can say that 12 is smaller than 16. So the smaller number is equal to 12. So again, the second method I'm going to use, which I think is simpler, is this. When you have a ratio of two numbers, let's say 8 ratio 12, this is going to be 8 divided by 12, which is when you reduce, you have 2. When you reduce this, you have 3. So this is 2 ratio 3. So what does this tell you? It tells you that this 2 ratio must multiply by a constant, which is what? 4. So that's what we're going to do with these two ratios. So it means that these two ratios are reduced from two numbers that have with a common factor. So we call that common factor k. So it therefore means that I'm going to have 3k. The first number will be equal to 3k. The second number will be equal to 4k. Okay. Now let's go to the second statement. The sum of thrice the first number and thrice the second number is 68. Find the smaller number. So let's apply that now. So the sum of thrice the smaller number, that's 3 times 3k plus 2 times 4k is equal to 68. So if you multiply that, this is going to give us 9k plus 8k is equal to 68. So 17k is equal to 68, and k is equal to 68 divided by 17. So that's going to give us 4. So from here, k is 4. So what we have to do is just to substitute the value of k into this. So if you substitute the value of k into this, the first number will be equal to 3 times 4, which is equal to 12. The second number will be equal to 4 times 4, which is equal to what? 16. So the smaller number is equal to 12. So that